Hello, you guys. How are we doing tonight? Sometimes when I record audio, I don't know if it's my camera that's maybe a little funky, or me, or the way this thing plugs in. But when I put it on my laptop, I really only hear the audio from the left side. I don't know if it could be my laptop, my camera, or I don't know. That's why I put the headphones in. So let's talk about a few things, late night thoughts, if you will. First late night thought. So it's a better angle. Let's maybe go right there. Get a little depth. Make it look like I actually live in a room instead of just seeing a white wall right there. Laptop. This one's a piece of junk now that I'm using. No offense, laptop. You're giving me some good lighting right now. But my new one's coming in 10 days. Also, if this is kind of quiet, this video, me speaking, it's 1 a.m. So yeah, I have my new laptop coming in. I will be paying that off in like a 6 month span, so decent payments, build some credit. Uh, I got one. I think I got the base model 14 Pro, but I have a terabyte in it so that I can work off that and then delete still, but then still have a lot of space to deal with. Uh, I'm thinking I'm gonna buy a case for it this time around, and I will probably Velcro strap the back so I could just slap my SSD on the back and work off that if I need to. I'm a little worried about how all the transferring is gonna work. Relog in on all my websites, my email, all that, yada yada yada. It's like doing a phone, but probably like 10 times worse because like every website I go on has my keychain, which I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but what am I gonna do about it? Um, I've been looking into Total Transition. We're done with the laptop segment now. uh, I've been looking into Sony gear lately, just out of curiosity. Obviously, just looking around. Um, I'm a little disappointed that Canon doesn't have a lot of glass that they should have out yet. Like, I really want a 35 mil RF. I don't want to always have to adapt because anytime you adapt, you add like an inch and a half onto every lens you put on there. So now it looks like you're rocking like a 70 to 200 when you only using like a 16 to 35 or like a mid-range lens. Like those used lenses, RF lenses for like let's just say a 24 to 70 after taxes, it's what 2500, and then you have um on the used market it's probably about 2 grand, 1800. Whereas like the same equivalent for the G Master for Sony, it's like a couple hundred less. Like I think I saw a 16 to 35 2.8 G Master for like 1200 to 800. And so I've just been looking in. I don't want to get like a crazy Sony body. I think I'm going to get the A7 III because it's still decent photos. Like it was like a grailed camera when it did come out, albeit it was 2018 or a little bit sooner, I think, which like a camera doesn't get worse with the time, it's just the cameras after it just get so much better. But I would just be only using it for stills. Like Canon's obviously still going to be my home. I love the R5. I love whatever glass they do have out, albeit that it's really, really, really expensive. And the reason I've been looking into Sony because there's quite a few creators that I that like Pat K or North Borders, like they're fantastic creators. Like whatever the brush is, that's what they use, and that's what suits them. But the fact that they have so much options when it comes to lenses, third party, Sigma, Tamron, and they have every focal range from like the starting Sony glass to the G Master to like obviously Sigma, Tamron, all those. Like the access that they have is vast and it's cheaper. Like there's a near me in my area, there's a a Sony G Master 24 mil, like the 1.4 or whatever, like the top end 24 mil, and the dude only wants 1,000 for it, and it's in brand new condition. Like what? Like if that's a Canon lens, that's a $2,500 lens, 2,000 used. So I've just become quite curious. So I've been looking into that. I'll probably at some point this year, maybe the second half of the year, I'll probably bag a Sony and maybe one G Master lens. Just to see what it's like. Just to broaden my camera experience. Because I don't like. I love Canon. I'm gonna stick Canon my whole life, but I don't want to only be Canon my whole life. If that makes sense. or my whole career, I guess. As far as Fuji cameras going, I will be buying a Fuji camera in the next couple months. I think I'm going to go with the X-T3. Originally, I wanted an X-T4 for the whole flippy screen, the whole YouTube thing. But realistically, my R5 is going to serve that purpose no matter what. And even when the R5 Mark II comes out, I think I'm just going to keep this one because, like, I don't need the extra megapixels. I don't need the extra little button. Like, whatever. It's not worth the bump, I don't think. Whatever it's going to be. Unless it's, like, super revolutionary and I'm totally wrong, which is totally possible. But I've been, like, I think I'm going to buy an X-T3 for the cheap price. Same sensor as the X100V, even though the X100V is, like, way out of price due to supply and demand. Like, I'm not paying $2,000 for an APS-C fixed lens point and shoot. It's not happening. I'll pay $1,400 new, or I'll even pay $1,000 used. But just the used market on those, insane. I'm not going to do that. But as far as Fuji lenses, I think I want like maybe like a 35-50 and maybe like a longer lens, like a 135 equivalent. And then that'll be my kit. And even then, like 3 lenses, that's way too much for me. Like I just want to stick to like 1 or 2 lenses and just put it in my 6-liter bag and make it really easy to document day-to-day life. Not to mention their color profiles. It's basically like they're built-in presets almost in their cameras. Like classic chrome looks amazing. I want to use that for street photography. One, because the R5 is massive, or any full frame mirrorless system with worthwhile lenses are going to be very big, even with the Sony. I just want something small that I can just document. It has the baked-in colors, play with the color profiles. I think that's what they're called. And then just being able to like maybe instantly just post like, oh, this is what I did today, So I don't have to always like pull out my phone, upload it, or my laptop and go to Lightroom and spend like God knows how long editing photos. Like at some points I just want to be able to post it, boom. It has colors that I like enough. Just boom, post it. To me it's like, wow, you're cutting out so much time and then like you just get the joy of shooting. And the fact that it's pretty good weather sealing, like I'll take that X-T3 out in the pouring rain way before I take an R5 out in the pouring rain. It's not that the R5 probably can't handle it. I'm sure it could. But financially for me, if I break an R5, I'm probably going to be a little more gutted than if I break an X-T3. An X-T3 is going to run me like, what, 700? Whereas like a new R5 is going to run you like base used $3,000. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that'd be nice to be at that financial level where you can just crush an R5 and not worry about it. But yeah, definitely far from it. But, whatever. I'm just really excited to get into some new cameras, new systems, to get that new laptop, and just be able to level up my content and me as a person and all that all together. Yeah. I hope you guys stuck around for this little like nighttime talk. I don't even know how to title this video. Late night thoughts with your boy. No, I guess I'll probably just title it Late Night Thoughts or something like that. But yeah, I wanted to put out this video because I wasn't able to obviously make content last week, and that bothered me. And I don't want to go another 10 days without making content while waiting for my laptop. That's just like, I feel like that'll put me in the weeds. Or no, like I feel like that just put me off track, and that would bother me a lot because obviously YouTube is what I want to do. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. You guys have a good night, a good day, a good week. Yeah. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.